part 2 of our lesson on Swiss roll. In the first part, I made a Swiss roll. In the second part, it's going to go to a new level. We're going to make a Deco roll. So I've got all the ingredients I had before. I've got 50 grams of flour, 2 eggs, 50 grams of sugar. I've got my baking tray with a little bit of parchment, but I've also got an extra 50 grams of flour, 1 egg, 50 grams of sugar. And I'm going to mix them up in this mixing bowl until they form like quite a stiff batter that I can pipe. I've also got some coloured pieces of paper. So this one I've downloaded from Gemma Cupcakes. This is the one that she makes in the video I've shown you. So I can pop that under there and I'm going to pipe the circles on top, or I might go waves. Pipe waves on top. So I'm going to go ahead now and mix up my batter and then get it into different colours. Here you can see I've mixed up my basic batter, which was 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of sugar, 50 grams of butter, and 1 egg white, just the white, not the yolk. Mix those all up with my hand whisk, and I've split it into 4 different pots. You could go more, you could do 5 or 6 if you wanted to, but I've gone for 4. I've gone for a pink, a yellow, a green, and a blue. And now I'm just going to transfer this to my piping bags. So I've got piping bags here that can be reused, but you could always just use a plastic food bag and just snip the end off. So I'm going to go along and I'm going to add all my coloured piping batter to my piping bags and then show you how to pipe it. Here I have my 4 colours, just got the last one to do. So you can see I put it in a cup because it makes it much easier to fill. Stretch out the bag. And it's sealed at the end, so I can do this little trick. That gets it all down to the bottom. Scrape it down the sides. Give it a twist, and I am ready to go. All I have to do now is to snip a tiny bit off the end of each one, and I'm ready to do my piping. So I'm going to pipe I'm going to put my decorative piece of paper on here, A4 piece of paper. I'm going to put my greaseproof paper on top, just a little bit of oil to hold them together, and I'm going to put my decoration on top of here and then put it into the fridge or the freezer to chill. Now I'm not going to tell you what my pattern is, you'll just have to wait and see to the big reveal. So I've got my Swiss roll here, it's in its in its cloth and in its greaseproof paper. I've got 140 millilitres of double cream, 2 tablespoons of strawberry jam and some chopped strawberries. So let's get ready to do our filling. First thing I'm going to do is take my electric whisk and I'm going to whisk my cream until it's a nice soft peak. So not whisk it too much. Now, depending on your cream and depending what temperature it's at, it will reach that soft peak at a different stage. So I think this is pretty much it. So if I put my cream in, yeah, that's going to spread really nicely, but it's not going to be sloppy and fall out of my cake. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to unroll my cake. So I left mine overnight, which I wouldn't really recommend, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. It's not cracked, so I'm really pleased about that. Just really gently unroll it and take the paper out. So I can just gently, let's lift it off the cloth. That's it. Just gently open it up so that I can add my filling. I'm going to put my cream in there. It will relax a little bit more. Spread that out really nice and evenly. Now remember that this was the bit that was most tightly packed, and that's the outside edge of my roll. And you can see that we've got the crust of the cake, or the darker side, on the inside, so we've got the really nice moist paler side on the outside. So be really careful not to break your cake at this point. coating of cream there. I think that's going to be about right. Trying to get it up to the edges, but not too squidgy out the side of the edges. Just a little bit in there. Now I'm going to add my chopped fruit. I've just realised I haven't added the jam, so you can add jam as a base if you want to, but now I've got this far, I don't think I'm going to go back. I'm going to take the cream off. So let's add a few more there. Just try to get a really neat, even distribution of fruit across the cake. Not too many on this side, because this is going to be the tightest packed bit. Spread them out a bit there. Okay, now comes the rolling up again. So I'm going to take the most tightly packed side. It was originally rolled up. Just really gently roll it. And it should be able to settle onto its seam, the underside seam. See if I can pop it onto this slate. I could decorate that with some more chopped fruit. And I'm just going to take just a teaspoon of icing sugar. Just give that a little dusting. So there is our first Swiss roll, beautifully rolled up. It's got lovely chopped fruit on the inside. Let me show you what I did for my deco roll. Here we go. I decided to go with our theme of fantastic cakes. And I piped an outside red edge for fantastic cakes, filled it with green, and then covered it with dots. And again, I filled it with strawberries. So there are two beautiful dishes, beautiful Swiss rolls. Have a go, see how you get on.